The world around us is a living library of mysteries, surprises, and truths that stretch from the depths of human history to the vast reaches of space. Every day, countless discoveries are made, yet humanity has only scratched the surface of what there is to know. To begin this journey, imagine that everything you see, the trees, the oceans, the sky above, and even your own heartbeat, is part of a grand story written in science, history, and culture. For example, did you know that every breath you take today contains atoms that once passed through the lungs of dinosaurs millions of years ago? It sounds impossible, but it's true, because atoms never disappear, they simply recycle endlessly through the Earth's atmosphere. In the same way, every fact we uncover connects us to a web of knowledge stretching across time and space. Let us start with the human body, the most complex machine ever created. Your body is made up of around 37 trillion cells, each performing its own microscopic tasks, yet working in harmony to keep you alive. Within your bloodstream, red blood cells transport oxygen with military precision, traveling about 250,000 circuits of your body before they wear out. And here's an extraordinary truth. Your stomach's lining renews itself every 3 to 4 days, so the powerful acids it produces don't digest your own body. Even your brain, that mysterious organ inside your skull, is capable of storing an estimated 2.5 petabytes of information, equivalent to about 3 million hours of television. To put it simply, the human brain has more storage capacity than most modern supercomputers. But despite this incredible power, your brain still burns only about 20 watts of energy, just enough to power a dim light bulb. From the body, let's leap outward into the natural world. Consider the Amazon rainforest, often called the lungs of the planet, producing about 20% of the world's oxygen. This vast green sea is home to around 390 billion trees and countless species of plants and animals, many of which are yet to be discovered. Some frogs there are so small they can sit comfortably on a fingertip, while the jaguar, its largest predator, can kill prey with a single bite strong enough to pierce a turtle's shell. Meanwhile, in the oceans that cover over 70% of Earth's surface, lies another world of wonders. The blue whale, the largest animal ever to exist on Earth, can grow as long as 100 feet and weigh more than 180 tons, heavier than a Boeing 747 airplane. Its heart alone weighs nearly 400 pounds and beats so powerfully that it can be heard from over 2 miles away underwater. Yet, astonishingly, these giants feed mainly on krill, creatures the size of a paperclip. Traveling across human history, we find facts that both inspire and humble us. For instance, the Great Pyramid of Giza, built more than 4,500 years ago, remained the tallest man-made structure in the world for nearly 4,000 years. Its stones, some weighing up to 80 tons, were moved with such precision that even modern engineers debate how it was accomplished without advanced machinery. In the Roman Empire, aqueducts stretched over 300 miles to deliver fresh water to cities, a feat of engineering so advanced that many are still standing today. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, and you'll find that glass windows were once considered a luxury reserved only for the wealthy elite, while ordinary homes remained dark. By the time we reached the Renaissance, human curiosity exploded in every field. Leonardo da Vinci sketched early designs of helicopters and submarines centuries before they became real. Moving forward to the Industrial Age and modern times, knowledge grew at an exponential pace. Did you know the first email was sent in 1971, just over 50 years ago? Today, more than 300 billion emails are sent every single day. The first photograph of a person was taken in 1838 in Paris, when a man accidentally stood still long enough on a boulevard while the camera's exposure captured him shining his shoes. Now compare that to today, when humanity takes over 1.8 trillion photographs annually, thanks to smartphones. Similarly, the Internet, which started as a small US military project called ARPANET in the 1960s, now connects over 5 billion people globally, creating a digital web larger than the physical roads of the Roman Empire. Beyond human invention lies the cosmos itself, a stage so vast that our planet looks like a grain of dust. Our Sun, for example, is so massive that 1.3 million Earths could fit inside it. And yet, the Sun is considered an average star in our galaxy. The Milky Way alone contains over 200 billion stars, and scientists estimate that there may be 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. That means there are potentially more stars in the universe than grains of sand on every beach on Earth. Light travels incredibly fast, 186,000 miles per second, yet when you look at the nearest star beyond the Sun, Proxima Centauri, you're seeing light that left it over 4 years ago. Look further into the night sky, and you're essentially looking back in time. Some galaxies we see today emitted their light billions of years ago, long before humans even existed. Back on Earth, cultures and civilizations have created facts just as fascinating as science. The Great Wall of China, stretching over 13,000 miles, is so vast that it would take an average person 18 months of walking to cover it all. In Japan, there is a 1,300-year-old temple called Horyuji that remains standing despite earthquakes, thanks to ancient architectural designs. Languages, too, hold their own surprises. Today, there are about 7,000 languages spoken worldwide, but every 2 weeks, one language disappears as speakers die out. The most spoken language is English, followed closely by Mandarin Chinese, but the most translated document in the world is not Shakespeare or the Bible, it's the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, available in more than 500 languages. Consider also the power of numbers. Around 108 billion humans are estimated to have ever lived on Earth, meaning those alive today represent only about 7% of all humans who have ever existed. The world's population, which took thousands of years to reach 1 billion in the early 1800s, has skyrocketed to over 8 billion in just 2 centuries. Every minute, 250 babies are born, and about 110 people die. Meanwhile, in the realm of technology, the first computer in the 1940s filled an entire room and could perform only a few thousand calculations per second. Today, your smartphone in your pocket can perform billions of calculations each second, outpacing NASA's computers that sent Apollo astronauts to the moon in 1969. Nature, however, still surprises us more than machines. For example, octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood, and they can solve puzzles and use tools, proving their intelligence rivals that of many mammals. Bees, which weigh less than a gram, are responsible for pollinating about 1/3 of the food humans eat. Without bees, ecosystems and food supplies would collapse within decades. Then there's Antarctica, the coldest place on Earth, where temperatures can drop below -130 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet beneath its thick ice sheets lies a network of hidden lakes and rivers teeming with microbial life, showing that even the harshest conditions can support life. Now let's turn to records and extremes. The tallest mountain, Mount Everest, rises 29,032 feet above sea level, but the deepest part of the ocean, the Mariana Trench, plunges nearly 36,000 feet below. Meaning if Everest were placed inside it, the mountain's peak would still be underwater by over a mile. The fastest animal on land, the cheetah, can sprint up to 70 miles per hour, but the peregrine falcon dives at speeds over 200 miles per hour, making it the fastest creature on Earth. The oldest known tree, a bristlecone pine in California, is over 4,800 years old, older than the pyramids themselves. And yet, on a much smaller scale, there are microscopic tardigrades, or water bears, that can survive freezing, boiling, radiation, and even the vacuum of space, making them one of Earth's most indestructible life forms. Even everyday things hide fascinating truths. Bananas are technically berries, while strawberries are not. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs still perfectly edible after 3,000 years. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus because the planet rotates so slowly that one spin takes 243 Earth days, while one orbit around the Sun takes only 225. Meanwhile, on Earth, the Sahara Desert, which seems eternal, was once a lush green savanna filled with rivers and animals only 6,000 years ago. Finally, let's reflect on the greatest fact of all: humans are storytellers, collectors of knowledge, seekers of truth. From the moment early humans painted on cave walls to the age of satellites sending back images of distant galaxies, our species has thrived on curiosity. The facts we've explored, from the human brain's storage power to galaxies billions of light years away, are threads in a grand tapestry. They remind us that learning never ends, and that every discovery only opens doors to new mysteries waiting to be solved.